Hello everyone, the Chart Guys have been working on an introductory technical analysis course for quite some time now, and after surveying hundreds of traders with what would be the most sought after information regarding technical analysis, we came up with this course, When to Enter and Exit. It covers over 5 hours of the basics on when to enter and exit, and we feel after watching this course it will help build a foundation of technical analysis knowledge which will eliminate a lot of the uncertainty in the world of trading stocks. So the course outline, we go over the psychology of trading, establishing a game plan, the different indicators we use to signal a bullish and bearish entry, how to recognize support and resistance levels, poor entries, where traders make mistakes, exit targets, how do you know where to sell your trade, where to place stop losses, that's very important, minimizing losses is what keeps you in the game long term, my personal preparations, how I go about getting ready for each trading day, and then piecing it all together, utilizing all the information we just learned and how to apply that in the real world for making successful, profitable trades. As a bonus, we also include a lot of information on finding entries and exits utilizing patterns, and you can find these patterns on every time frame on pretty much any stock and commodity trading, and certainly being able to recognize those patterns can give you an edge as well. So we hope you will check this out. Again, it's an introductory level course. So if you are new to technical analysis and trying to get a firm grasp on things and feeling a little bit overwhelmed, then this course is for you. I hope you check it out. Appreciate you watching. Hey everybody, looking at gold, the dollar, miners, and gold is performing well as the dollar is still weak. Lower highs, lower lows, big dump to the downside. Looks like a little bear flag on this small weak bounce attempt on the hourly time frame. And we're looking down at support now of 101.30. So the break of 101.91 was exactly what the bulls were looking for, and that was down here on that consolidation low. And you can zoom out and see that once we broke that level, I actually want to condense this on the 4-hour time frame so it can get a little bit less cluttered. But once we broke that level, there wasn't a ton of support here, so we continued to the downside. We saw a little short-term bounce off of previous resistance, now support. 101.71, we saw that bounce, but then broke through it. It's now back to resistance, and again, we do look like we're forming a bear flag on the hourly time frame. So that means it looks like we're forming a bull flag on the hourly time frame for gold. Haven't drawn one of these in a while. You have your bull flag move to the upside, strong, and then you see normal healthy consolidation in a parallel channel, and that is a continuation pattern for the bulls, where we're looking for a break and continuation to the upside. I've got an uptrend line here on the hourly. Bulls would love to keep that level intact. We're still well above that support. And resistance is the high that we've hit here of 1184.85. So when this bounce originally started, we initiated our bullish coverage on gold and the miners once we closed above the 10-day moving average resistance. And we have now seen 5 out of 6 green days in a row since then. And we had a target of 1160 and 1180 resistances. Well, we've hit those targets, and the bulls are still strong. So now we're going to see how high we can run with this here. And we're looking up at 1187.83 and then up to 1197.46. So 1187 and 1197 are the next resistance levels to watch. And as long as the bulls keep forming higher lows and higher highs on the hourly, they remain in control. I am going to be a bit more cautious now that we have hit that 1180 mark, because this is an oversold bounce. We can't forget that. The daily originated here because, or I should say the bounce originated because of the oversold conditions. Now the question is going to be, can we keep establishing higher lows and higher highs and really turn this trend around? And the weekly time frame is where we want to be looking for the overall picture of things. And as we can see, we're definitely making a nice bounce, but these miners on the weekly time frame, and let's look at GDX first. And again, we have NUGT trading based off of GDX for the senior miners, gold vector miners here. And we're at the middle Bollinger Band weekly resistance of 23.29. But this is the first time we're above the exponential resistances on this whole pullback. And we're on the verge of a bull TCG cross, which is when the 4-period crosses the 8-period, the exponential moving averages, to the upside. So we're looking for a bull MACD cross. All of these signals tell me that this is more than an oversold bounce, but I want to see a higher low established and to be confident of that. We're just seeing this bounce right from the low of consolidation. We need higher lows and higher highs, and we're getting that on the shorter term time frames, but we don't have that yet on the weekly. So I am cautious of a temporary top on this bounce, before we see consolidation, which will be normal and healthy, and a higher low established. Checking in on GDXJ, which is what JNUG trades based off of, we are at that 50-week resistance of 36.71. Still looking at that bull MACD, bull TCG. And if we can close the week above these middle Bollinger Bands, that will be a great sign going forward. But again, it's the same scenario. I would like to see higher lows being established on this move to the upside to be confident that we have a longer-term uptrend brewing. And we're breaking out on the daily time frame on JNUG above the upper Bollinger Band. The break of the high of November 15th was key because that was the highest bounce attempt that we had seen from that dump in mid-November. So there's not a ton of resistance after that high, which was 864 for JNUG. And the next resistance I'm looking at is previous support, 1043. So that's a nice resistance to break because of the lack of price history resistance in the area that we are now trading in. And NUGT is the same thing. That high was at 984. We're well above that. And the next resistance level I'm looking at up at 1229 and 1250, previous support, now resistance. So again, nice upside potential with a lack of resistance here. And look at how many strong closes we've had on this move. Closes at the high of the day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, almost 6 yesterday. Another strong close today. So that definitely stands out to give confidence bulls to swing, or give these bulls confidence to swing these trades overnight. So watching a very strong bounce play out. And now we just need consolidation. Well, we don't need it, but I would be more comfortable in a longer-term bullish position with consolidation and continuation on the weekly time frames. So we'll see if we can close this week out strong. We'll check back in over the weekend to see how it all played out, and we'll see if that gold hourly time frame is going to give us that nice bull flag of continuation. I appreciate you watching. Hope you're making some nice profits with these minor bulls, and I'll see you over the weekend.